You guys all know that I am a huge fan of all Apple stuff. I use my iPhone all the time. I have a MacBook and an iPod, and I make videos about Apple products and help with everything. But there are a few things in Apple's operating system, OS X Leopard, that do annoy me a bit. So that's what this video is about, and I hope you enjoy it. And it's not all bad. I mean, it's just some criticism and stuff they can do to fix it. So I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so the first thing that bugs me about Leopard is spaces. You're probably thinking, oh my god, spaces? That's like one of the best things. Yes, it's a great concept, great idea, and I do like it, but there are some things that really bug me about it. So to get into spaces for me, I press F8 on my MacBook, and then I don't think I have it set for my keyboard, but whatever. Anyways, what bugs me about spaces is if I go into system preferences, expose and spaces, you can see that under my applications here, I have things set to every space. That's because I don't always know what I'm going to be doing. Sometimes I don't want Safari and iChat in the same space, but a lot of times I do. So when I first had it set to separate spaces, it was always switching back and forth, and it gets annoying. So let's say I have Safari open, and I open iMovie. This could take a little while. I apologize in advance. It switches the space. It's nice, no clutter, but what if I want to see something in Safari next to something in iMovie? So I click Safari, and it just keeps switching back and forth. So I can go to F8, and I can put them in the same space, and then click it. And that's great. But let's say I open a new window, or minimize it, and then open it up again. It just switches spaces again. Other than that, spaces is great. Well, except for a few things. You can't really customize it much, which is what Apple has been known for. You can't really customize things on your iPhone. You can't customize the way a Leopard looks, except for like the dock. Spaces, it would be great if different spaces have different wallpapers or docks or folders on the different desktops that you have. Because I mean, that's the whole point of having virtual desktops, right? Well, they don't let you do that. But there are applications you can download, such as what I have open here, Hyperspaces. Unfortunately, it does cost money, but this is what it does. I'll have a link to this application in the description. Second thing that annoys me about Leopard is Time Machine. It's not Time Machine itself, it's just some aspects of it, because Time Machine is definitely a great way of backing up files. I'm actually backing up some files right now, as you can see. So let's say I want to go into Time Machine. I can click this in my menu bar, enter Time Machine, or I can go to Spotlight and launch Time Machine. Okay, so you can tell already it takes a little bit and it's pretty laggy. As you can see, this animation in the background, this isn't just because I'm running ScreenFlow that it's so laggy. It's actually normally like this. And as you can see, it's just kind of moving slowly. It could also be a little worse right now since I'm currently backing up my files, but it doesn't do it all flowy like it does in the Apple ads and such. As you can see, it's working a lot smoother now. This is how it should look, but I don't think that it should take that long. And if I want to go through my files using these arrows, I can't just hold down an arrow and go through really far. It just goes one by one. If I want to restore a bunch of files that are from different days, for example this one, and I click restore, it brings me all the way back into my desktop, and then I have to relaunch Time Machine. So that's pretty annoying. Time Machine, again, isn't too customizable. You can't set specific times of the day to back it up automatically. I don't want it to always back up everything because it takes up a lot of space on my hard drive, even though I do have a terabyte. and the only way to back up exactly when you want to is to basically hold the control key and click Time Machine's icon. But you can't do that if you're not home. So, oh well. The final thing that annoys me about Leopard, yep, there's only 3 things, that's how great this operating system is, are stacks. Another fundamental new thing that was introduced for Leopard, and it was supposed to make everything easier. And it does. As you can see, I have 2 stacks here, downloads and work. But there's a few things I wish it would do. In the betas of Leopard, before they actually released it, they would show the stacks being like in the middle of your dock. I think that would be a lot more helpful, because let's say I have a stack of some handy applications, or like a stack of my Microsoft Office applications. I would love it to be in the middle of my dock instead of over here. Not that big of a deal, but it would be nice. And another thing, when you open up a stack and then you click on a folder, it opens in a Finder window. I would love if the folder would open in the stack. It would make it a lot easier, and again, it would be less clutter for your desktop. But that's pretty much it for everything that bugs me about Leopard. So there's not much, and it took me a while to think of most of these things. Spaces was the first thing that came to mind, then Time Machine, and then stacks, which is why they're in that order. So yeah, if you like these types of videos, just comment below, give me your thoughts. I'm kind of expanding on what I do now because I can, as you can see, hello. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. And really quick, whoops. Look at this. Look at that. It's a Mac. Not really. Ah! Adios.